morning. Good morning, everybody. The day's just beginning. There's so much to do. So good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Oh, we're about out of soap. I was going to wash these dishes, but I think I have enough to get them done. All right. Good morning, everybody. I will finish that up in a little bit. Good morning, Kippy. How was your night, sweet boy? Trixie, Stella, I see you all sitting around waiting for the morning coffee to get ready. That's what I'm doing too. Waiting for our morning coffee to get ready. All right. Good morning and hi to hello. Happy Thursday. Ooh, Thursday. I know what that means. Tonight is Jamie's big event. Her weekly, leave that alone. Jamie's big event is her weekly podcast / video where she goes live and talks about secrets, stories, and conspiracies. I love those. I just love those. I think that last week was a pretty good week for her with that. It was kind of her debut as far as doing that. I told you guys that Jamie and I both are looking for ways to diversify, just kind of diversify, and trying to find a way to reach a broader audience. I just have this horrible feeling about the direction of social media, and you just got to find your place. How blessed are we to have all these cows and horses and that keep you guys coming back every day, and we're so blessed for that. But it just makes you wonder, how long can you hold out? Not me, how long can I hold out? I can hold out forever. I can do this forever. But we've all, and this, when I say we, I mean every video creator out there, every one of us are watching the decline of the types of videos that we've made. It's harder, guys. It's harder to keep an audience engaged. What that means is it's harder to keep an audience invested in what you're trying to. The time. It's time. Thank you, Miss Michelle. Oh, Michelle actually sings a song to us. She says, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. And then she puts a coffee cup and says, I hope that everyone has a beautiful day. Michelle, you are wonderful. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I'll tell you what we did last night. I don't know if you caught it or not, but we got a couple of books that we opened on a live. We went out and we rode the horse, Val. We rode Val around for about 20 minutes or so. Not a long ride, just kind of making sure she stays familiar with being saddled, bridled, haltered, and then of course having someone on her back. She's so wonderful. And then we went down and saw the cows, fed a few muffins, and then I came back and opened a couple of gifts that I was gifted. There were 2 books, and I thought it was really powerful. One of the books was written to help people and also to share a little bit about some of the struggles that people go through in life. I was remembering, I actually woke up this morning thinking about it, which is weird. But this one lady and she has like this need to find someone to help plow her field. Martha's field needs to be plowed. And so it probably talks about, I have no idea exactly because I've not read the book, but I'm just imagining that poor Martha has this field that she just needs to have plowed and she can't do it herself. Talks of one about this one lady who's trying to teach her husband how to use the back door. I mean, what could be so hard about it? But she really wants her husband to learn how to start using the back door the right way. And I think that most of us men take the easy way out. Just use the front door because it's right there. But no, the back door sometimes requires a couple of extra. So that's kind of interesting. I'm curious about how that one's going to go. And then this other poor lady, poor lady, Bertha's Buns, a lady who's just cannot get anyone to find any interest in her buns. Bertha's Buns. And it makes you sad to know that there's a lady who has a product out there and can't find anyone to take an interest in it. This other lady is even, in a way, a little bit more sad. Who will eat my cookie? Just can't find anyone to eat her cookie. So, no, cute story that we read last night. Looking forward to reading a few more of those. I did not go find the link on Amazon, but I do believe that it was an interesting read. So I do have my coffee brewing behind me. I do have a lot of the girls here are with me. We had us a glamping trip last night. You guys know how we do it. I do have Kippy still. However, I do need to go to Plum Grove and drop Kippy off at some point. It's just the rain yesterday. You don't want to be driving in the rain if you can help it. But I will. I'll drive. I do not think we're going to have the same rain today as we had yesterday. Now, yesterday, even though it started off pretty nasty, it turned out to be a fairly decent afternoon. We talked about it yesterday. It was muggy, very muggy and sticky here. Still is. This morning's the same way. But it's kind of like, you guys probably can familiarize with this. It's like you want to have the AC on, but you need the AC turned down lower than normal just because the air outside is so thick and you feel like it's just like penetrating inside. Oh, we're going to have to hold our breath and see what happens with Gemma today. I can see her out there now walking the fence lines looking for trouble. Rita and Roman, though, they're off to themselves, kind of doing their own thing. Val is staring right at me. Now, Tavis is over there eating at the protein lick. But we'll make our way out there. I need probably maybe 5 or 10 minutes to drink this coffee. And then we'll be going out. I hope you guys will join me. I hope you want to join me. Move over, Kippers. There we go. I know that Kippy is doing fine with us, but you can tell that poor fella is just kind of out of his element. He doesn't have the same crew that he normally runs around with, and that makes me feel kind of sad for him. Coffee clinks to you all. Coffee clinks. I hope that you're off to a wonderful start this morning. Oh, it's hot. It is really hot. But it is delicious. As far as my plans for today goes, I always like to kind of talk about my plans for today in the mornings. And in the afternoon, I sort of debrief about what happened throughout the day and how all of those plans went. But my plans for today are, first thing I'm going to do, after I do my feeding and get all the waters filled up, Then I'm going to take my truck and connect to one of the feed buggies, go down to the feed store, which is just a few miles down the road from here, and I will fill up at least one of those feed buggies. I'll bring that back and I'll put it inside the front pasture here with our cows in the bullpen. Reason I'm going to do that, and I've talked about it a few times, is because I feel like they're a little bit thinner than what they were a month ago. And I try to have a very critical eye when it comes to stuff like that. You'd rather catch stuff earlier instead of later. And so I just feel like looking at all the cows, everybody from Chuck to the other bulls to just all of my cows and the calves, I feel like they're a little bit thinner now than what they were a month ago. And so I'd rather have that feed buggy there. You might see it as a waste of money because of the time. It's the time of year where we have grass aplenty. But I'd rather just have the feed buggy there for just in case they need the additional supplement. The feed buggy does a lot more than just offer grain. It also has their salts and all their minerals. And there's a salt limiter, so they're not able to come up and just eat on the buggy all day. So what we were told by the feed store owner last year is that the only thing to look out for is this. When you have a feed buggy on pasture, you don't want to make it to where the cows eat from the buggy and then go lay around all day. They need to stay active. The cows need to stay active. So sometimes that requires moving your buggy in and out every other day or so, moving it back and forth. I haven't really noticed our cows laying around with the buggy. They do go to the buggy, but as long as I'm watching them graze, I'm not as concerned about them just laying there all day at the buggy waiting to eat again. So we want to make sure they get all of the roughage and the grazing in that they need. So that's what my plan is for this morning. I do believe that Jamie's going to come over at some point. I think that she had plans to come over at some point and work on Gemma, clean her up, do her hair. So I'm certain that she'll be doing that at some point today. Not real sure. I've not talked to her since yesterday to know what her plans are. Good morning, everybody. And so that's what my initial plans are for the morning. I mowed yesterday over at Longhorn Lester's, and I could probably mow over here. The only difference is because it's rained, Longhorn Lester's, it dries up. That water drains so fast. And the former owner, Mr. Dubb, he put down a base of iron ore. If you know about iron ore, it's kind of rocky, but tiny, small red rocks. It looks like clay, but it's not. And so the entire base of that yard over at the other property is iron ore. Now we do have grass that grows over the top of it, which is beautiful. But like I said, after it rains, because of the hills, that water washes right down. There's no clay, there's no standing water anywhere. And so you can get out there and mow that yard the same day after a rain, no problem. But mowing over here is a little bit more tricky because all of the clay, if it rains or a day or two, even though it may not have a lot of standing water, the ground is mushy. And I don't want to put a bunch of ruts all over the yard by trying to get out there and mow. So same thing for the back pasture. You guys know that I started mowing with my tractor a couple of days back, but because of yesterday's rain, I might give it a day or two to dry up a little bit before I go back out there. I just don't want to have ruts across my pastures. I'm kind of weird about that. Oh boy, I see you talking about the stalls. So listen, I do want to share with you an idea on the stalls. I do. But what I'm going to have to do, instead of doing it on a live, I'm going to have to walk out with you on a video so that I can stick pictures on there and illustrations of what I think my vision is. I have talked to Jamie about it. I do think that I will go to a welding supply shop, talk to someone who sells welding materials, make sure that the alloys or the types of metal that we have here and what my plan to do is all going to be able to be tack welded. I don't want to do anything junky. I think our horses deserve something nice. But guys, I told you yesterday, I am sick of dealing with people on Marketplace. I'm especially sick. Oh no. I see someone screaming, no, no. I'm especially sick and tired of people on Marketplace posting photographs of work that they've done. And in reality, if you look close enough, you can see it has Pinterest marks on there, meaning they copied it, a simple screenshot from Pinterest. And I'm like, who does that? How can someone take a picture from Pinterest and post it on their own page as, oh yeah, here's the work that I've done. This is work that I do. That's not true. That's just a bold-faced lie. It's not that hard to do a job and take an actual picture on your phone. So if you don't know how to do this, it's very easy. Take yourself, if someone sends you a picture, save it to your phone. Save it to your phone. Now, I don't know if it works for Android, but it works for iPhone. Save it to your phone. And then go to your phone gallery and look, and you can find the information on that picture. It will tell you if it was a screenshot, where it came from, the date it was taken, and all of those things. It'll tell you if it was copied from a site. And so your iPhones are very smart. People are going to have a harder time trying to scam folks. And so I'm sick of people trying to send me pictures of work that they've done only for me, who's not a very smart guy. I'm not that smart of a guy. And I could go back and find out real fast, wait a minute. This picture was taken 12 years ago. Or this picture came off the internet yesterday. Or this picture was copied from Pinterest. I'm like, dude, send me your own work. Don't send me, you know. And so we had that exact same issue with the guy that we hired to do some of the fencing at Longhorn Lester's back 3 years ago. That dude had pictures posted of all of his work. And in reality, don't even get me started. You just get fed up at some point, you know. So no, I am going to attempt that job on my own. I will do it a step at a time, a piece at a time, and see how everything goes. And if at some point I realize that this job is beyond me, then I'll just stop. I'll just stop, and I will know ahead of time that this job is bigger than me. It's bigger than me. Guys, I'm not always putting myself down if that's the way I'm coming across. What I'm trying to do is to remind people of who I am. I'm just reminding you of who I am and reminding you of who I'm not. More of who I'm not than who I am. Reason I say that is there are some things that I know I'm pretty good at. And I don't want to brag about those things, but I'm pretty good at some things. And there's other things that I know that I struggle with. So I don't mean to sound like I'm a nobody, I'm no good. You know, I'm just trying to remind folks that, listen, there are some things that I take pride in that I know I can handle. I can do what I need to get done. And there's other jobs that I'm like, boy, this is going to be a tough one. This job's going to be a tough one. And so the welding job is one that I don't know the first thing about it. I don't know the first thing. The way I look at welding is very similar to the way you would look at using a hot glue gun. You have your hot glue gun and you have whatever you want to glue. But you have to have that glue inserted into the hot glue gun. And so with welding, you have to have your welding torch or your welding tool, whatever they call it, your welder, your arc welder, whatever they call it. You have to know what kind of metals you want to stick. And then you have kind of a metal rod. I think it might be lead. I think it might be lead. and you melt it, and you're melting that lead sort of like you would do hot glue until you get your metals to form together. Because once that lead cools, and it might not be lead, it might be something else, but once that metal cools, then guess what? Now you have two metal pieces bound together. So, and then I saw it a lot yesterday too with the horse riding. Now listen, I'm just going to tell you that horse riding is something that I've done plenty of, but I've never been a student of the horse. That came out pretty good. I've never been a student of the horse. So you can watch YouTube videos all day, but I've never been a student of the horse, and I've never devoted time to becoming a student of the horse. Whereas some folks, if that's all they do all day and every day, then they become more horseman or horsewomanish than others. But if you only tinker around here and there when you have time, it's not near as easy. And that's the same thing that all of you ain't no different than me, y'all. You ain't no different than me, and I ain't no different than you. There are things that you know that you're good at, and you know without a shadow of a doubt, if your sister asks you to bake her a pie, you know for a fact, you can go in that kitchen, you can get all them ingredients, and you know for a fact that you can whip up a pie for that party you're going to for your sister. But at the same time, if your sister asks you to help her crochet a quilt, you may have seen it done, you may have tinkered around with it, but that's not something you think you should be doing and bragging about, especially. And then for us, the fact that we play around with social media, we know that there's people who are watching. There may not be anyone watching you bake that pie, or there may not be anyone watching you quilt that quilt. So it's not quite as, there's not as many demands on you. It's complicated. It's hard to explain. And then everything's complicated when you are by nature a people pleaser and you love to see people happy. You love to be able to bring laughter and joy. And you find out that something that you're working on is just getting people, provoking them to anger, getting them to arguing back and forth. And that's not what you want to do. But I'll stop telling you to cut me some slack. Anyway, I'm going to take my shot at welding, and I will at some point go by the welding shop and get the welding materials, talk to the fella I need to talk to. Hopefully the guy behind the counter will be patient and explain some things to me, show me how everything works, and then I shall be coming back to start some welding. All right, well, morning everybody. Let's see what you guys got going on. Are my glasses clean? Practice. Yeah, Uriel is not ready for this kind of job. This job is bigger than Uriel's ability. There's enough people who know how to weld local. I'm not going to have to go online and seek out other people to ask for help. There's enough people who I know who can weld, who I can ask, that I can just actually call and text. Jersey Jeff can weld? Jeff is a welder? Jill Purdue. Girl, you can just take that back. Jill Purdue just now, this is what I'm talking about. Jill Purdue says, well, if Uriel can't do it, Lester, this is a waste of your time. This is way above your pay grade. Not nice, Jill Purdue. And now, what happens is when people like Jill say things like that, all of a sudden, the man in me says, really? Hold my beer. Butch, hold my beer. So to you, Miss Jill Purdue, hold my beer and watch what I'm about to do. And I'm not going to forget that name. Well, if Uriel can't do it, Lester, then that's way above your pay grade. Ooh, hold my beer. Thank y'all for being so supportive. It may be a total disaster, y'all. It may be a total shit show of a disaster, y'all. But we're going to give it a shot. I do have some wonderful ideas. I have run them by Jamie. And I think that I'll go ahead and make me a video and I'll run all those ideas past you. So like I said, they're just ideas. Nothing is set in stone. I don't even have a welder. I have no idea where to even start. But I'll tell you what, I am determined to get this done. You guys ready? All right, I'm going to actually switch out caps. One cap is older and dirtier. Look at the difference in my two caps. This one here has sweat stains that are permanent all over it. This one here is the one that I was going to wear to the soccer game that was canceled yesterday. I will throw on the older, sweatier, and dirtier cap. All right, you guys ready? I need a pair of shoes. The door's open, so the dogs have already been walking in and out. Trixie's sitting here in front of me eating right now. Today is Thursday, so is there anybody who would like to saddle up a horse this morning? Not Val. Not Val. We rode Val yesterday. Let's not ride her 2 days in a row. But we could either do Talus or we could do Rita. You guys are all saying Rita? Rita? Talus, Rita? Rita? Gemma? No, we ain't gonna settle Gemma. Rita? All right, Rita it is. That'll be an easy ride. Rita will be easy. Poor Rita. That'll be so darn easy with Rita. I'll just saddle her up and sit there on her back for a little bit. All right, Rita it is. Y'all have a deal. You have a deal there. Rita will like this too. Rita will enjoy getting a little ride from Daddy. Hey, Rita! I see you, sweetie. All right, we shall be riding Rita, if you could even call it that. Mostly just sitting on her back. Okay, where did I leave my bucket? There's my bucket sitting way over there. I will need that. And then all of the horses will surely come running. The cows have already made their way out back. Let's go grab my bucket, friends, and we'll get this day started. You guys gonna come on out or are you gonna stay in? Christmas is like the old, come on. Oh, Kippy, come on, Kippy. Come on, Kippers. Hey, sweet Rita. Hello, sweetie. All right, what we're going to do is go ahead and go inside the pasture and start grabbing. We're going to start grabbing all of my buckets and tossing them over the fence. Hey, Rita, today's a special day for you, sweetie. Hey, Roman. Let me walk inside the pasture and grab all of these food bowls and toss them over. Oh no, Danny is way over there staring at me. She goes, oh, my daddy. There's my daddy. I love her. Oh boy, what have they done here? Roman, what have you done to my gate, buddy? What have you done to my gate? All right, back up, back. You guys are so well behaved. They are so very well behaved. Hey, sweet baby. You got hay in your hair, love. You got hay in your hair. Hay in your hair. Move, Rita. Rita. Oh, gosh, Roman. I'm not going to walk behind her. Even though I love her, I don't trust her to walk behind her. Just in case she was to get spooked or something, I'd be in trouble. So much for our buckets that hang on the fence. Now, I will also let you know that these were too small and Roman's face could not fit into them. Yesterday, Roman was trying to put his head into the buckets and was having a really hard time. He has to have a bowl. Roman has to have a food bowl, not a bucket that hangs on the fence. I do believe the other horses were smaller. Rita, you just bumped me. She walked right by and bumped into me. Hold on, Rita. Rita, wait. All righty. Okay, there's all of our buckets. This is actually a water trough that doesn't need to be here. I don't know how it got moved over here. Someone pushed it along, but we don't feed in that thing. Okay, now we're going to walk back and get our grain all poured up and come back over and drop everything off. I am so lucky that Talus, Gemma, and Val are down at the Gary's Grove, and they've not come this way yet. It'll make my morning feed up a whole lot easier, actually. I'll call them when I get the feed ready. Rita and Roman are standing at the gate ready to eat. Look at this mess. Oh, what a ragtag operation we run here. Right, Stella? It's just such a ragtag operation. Right, Trixie? We have a ragtag operation here. Yes, we do, y'all. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. Okay. You guys jump on. And thank you for joining us this morning. Reed, it's going to be a good day, sweetie. It's going to be a good day. Look out, Stella. Golly gee. Don't get in my way, Stella. All right, give me a minute to pour my feed, please. Did I not bring that other tripod out with me? I'll use a little octopus tripod here. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. The day's just beginning. Oh, so so much to do. And good morning. Good morning. All right. Good morning to you. All right. You don't want to look at me. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, regulators. All right. I will be back. Kippy, you don't have to. Come on, Kippy. Golly gee, Kippers. Come on, jump. How is it that the other horses are not here waiting for food? Is there something going on with them that I should know about? That they're not sitting here waiting to eat? Like, why would they all three be down there and not here at the fence? That is my biggest concern. And I'm not saying that I'm concerned. I'm just wondering why they would not be here waiting to eat. This is like the best part of their day. I don't get that at all. Come on, Rita. Rita, over here. Rita. Rita. Okay, I have a serious question. Serious question, no joke. I'm not making this up. This is the first day in as many weeks as I can remember that the other horses have not been waiting at the fence to eat. So is there something that I should know about? Or should I just not feed them? Should I put out food anyway? Should I call them to eat? It's just strange that they're down in the pasture eating on the grass and they're not coming up to eat on the grain. Or should I take that as a good sign that their bodies are telling them, you know what? Guys, they're looking at me. They see me. They see that I'm over here. And so it's kind of like forcing someone to eat something if their body's saying, I don't really need that. I don't want that. I kind of think that this is a good thing. Now, let's not forget that the former owners never fed them anything besides a grain supplement and then lots and lots and lots of hay. So I feel like I should not bother them. I feel like I should just leave them alone. Because none of us are seeing any weight loss on them. We already know that we already know that Gemma runs along and just plays in her food. She just runs along and plays in her food. So if they're actually down at the bottom of that hill eating, you can see them there in the distance. And all three of them have seen me. They've seen me. They watched me. Yet none of them have come up to eat. There has to be a reason for that. So, guys, I may be going against the grain as far as the general opinion with you guys, but I kind of think that I'm going to go ahead and take that as a good sign and not go down and force them to eat the grains. So they look to be happy. They look to be enjoying themselves down the hill. And so I don't know what you all are saying. I don't have my glasses on right now, but I'm going to go ahead and just let them be this morning. And then, like I said, maybe Jamie will come over at some point today and I can talk about it with her. Roman, eat your food first. Look at him trying to eat Rita's food with he has all this left. So we haven't changed up grain. We're doing the same kind of feed that we've always fed. So nothing has changed up. Rita, leave. Rita does not want Stella along the fence line. Okay, well. Trixie, Rita, you're going to hurt yourself. Rita does not want any dogs anywhere near her. You okay, Kippers? Guys, so in saying so, I'm going to go ahead and just leave the horses be. I'm not going to go out there and force them to eat grain. If they're not coming up to eat on their own, I'm not going to force them up. Now, you may or may not agree with me on that one. Where did I leave my bucket? Where's my bucket of grain? Oh, there it is. So I will have the grain already poured. It's going to be really hard now, though, because if they do walk up later, like they're hungry, then I'm going to have a really hard time feeding them, but not Rita and Roman. So, well, what I'm going to do is, if you guys are okay with this, if you do want to stick around, friends, I've already had you for 45 minutes. If you do want to stick around, and we'll do a little bit of a ride about on Rita, groom her, love her a little bit, then I will go ahead and go grab my saddle and stuff now. I'll leave you here to watch Roman and Rita. If you choose to go ahead and say your goodbyes and go watch your other channels and go do your thing, get off to work, go watch your daytime TV or whatever you like to do, then I'll let you go here. I appreciate you guys for watching and having coffee with me in the morning. Look at Rita. Look at Rita. She can try to pull that bowl away from Roman. She's like, our faces don't fit there together, Roman. Your head's too big. You have a really big head. Roman's like, this is the way God made me, Rita. God made me this way. Now move it. She goes, just give me the food bowl. Look at her. Give me the food bowl. Roman, give me a bite. Give me a bite, Roman. Take a break. Take a breather. Breathe, Roman. Breathe. He's like, I'm hungry, God damn it. Roman, watch your language, sir. Watch your language. You're not that hungry, Roman. And Rita, neither are you. Y'all should be off eating grass, too. I really love that I see Val, Gemma, and Talis out there grazing and not coming up to eat. So this is your call, friends. Well, you're welcome to stay here and watch them eat a little bit. I'm going to go grab my saddle for Rita and get her all set up and ready to go. Stella, leave the camera alone. Stella, leave the camera alone. Give me. Well, I'm back, and that's why there's a power company truck coming up my driveway, and I don't know why. So I am not going to be actually getting my saddle yet. They just built all their food anyway, because there's a power company truck coming up my driveway, and I don't know why. This is strange. Let's get over here and see what's going on with all of this. Y'all, give me a moment here. Hey. Trixie, Stella. Christmas. Like, where are these guys going? There's a couple of power transformers here, but I do believe, I don't know what these guys are up to. My question is, what would they have done if I had not been here? Let's drive over and see what's going on. Look out, Kippers. Look out, old Kippers. What would they have done had I not been here? This is not some kind of a scheduled call. Someone goes, they're just doing their job. What's their job? What's their job? So supposedly they detected a bad breaker. I guess their computers detected a bad breaker and they are here to change out the breaker. Okay. I guess that's a good thing. You know what I worry about? Is they're gonna be watching me ride Rita. They're gonna watch me ride Rita. Ah! Get in there. Ah! 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 Hey, was that so funny? Did y'all see my flailing leg? Was anyone able to watch my leg flailing out the door? Yeah, I should act my age. I really should act my age. Miss Bella, do y'all know that I have still forgotten to bring back Rita's headgear? Poor Rita. I still do not have her headgear. Poor Rita. All right, let's go grab that sweet girl. Guys, I'm gonna go grab that sweet girl. Y'all give me a minute. Rita, not the muffins. Rita, here, sweetie. Rita, here. All right, Rita girl. Reedy. Oh, that's so big. That is so big on you, sweetie. That is so big on you. Guys, sorry. All we have is Talus's headgear. This belongs to Talus. Sweetie, I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry. Do not, it's my phone. Sweetie, that's Daddy's phone. No, ma'am. Sorry about that. All I have is Talus's headgear. Look. Love Daddy so much. Daddy, get on your back for a little bit, sweetie. Gotta get on your back for a little bit, sweetie. Can Daddy get on your back just for a minute, sweetie? This is the stirrup that keeps coming off. I've lost the stirrup off of her so many times. I don't know why. Okay. Back up. All right, here goes nothing. Friends, here goes nothing. Now remember, I've turned you around in this mode, so now all that you see is going to be reversed. Whatever you see is going to be reversed. It's going to be reversed. Just know that in selfie mode, everything is reversed. I also have to remember to bring her headgear back over here. It's no fair for her to have to be ridden on Talus's halter. That's not fair to my sweet girl, is it? It's not fair to my sweet girl. Come here. But it fits loose, and it's even twisted right here. Can I fix that here? How's that twisted? All right, you ready, love? You ready, sweet girl? This should not take too long. This is not going to take long at all. Trixie, move. Move. Come on. Come on, walk up. Rita. Baby, you're too far away. Rita, you're too far away, sweetie. You're too far away. Walk up, right there. Whoa. Easy, easy. Rita, Rita, easy. Back, back, back. Rita, we're gonna go walk back, back, back. Back, 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 back. Whoa, good girl. Come on, Rita. Good girl. Good girl. Whoa. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Hey, stop. Okay, come on. Rita, go. Rita, go. Rita, go. Rita, would you go? There's Roman who wants you to go. Come on. Come on. Go. Come on. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Go. Now go. Come on. Go. Go. Come on. Rita. Rita. Come on. Go. Go, go, come on. Rita, go. Come on. Come on. Rita, keep going. Come on, Rita. Come on. Rita. Rita, go. Come on. Come on. Rita, go. Go. You have to walk. Whoa. Come on, turn. Whoa. I am so sorry. Back. We're gonna go back. Rita, we're walking back. Back, back, back. Good. Whoa. Rita, whoa. Whoa. God. Here we go. Turn. Rita. Rita, turn. Rita, you have to turn, sweetie. Oh, my lordy. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Rita, I love you, sweetie, but please. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please, Rita, go. Rita, go. Rita, go. Come on. Come on. Come on, Rita. Rita. Good girl. Ooh. Good girl. Nope, we're not getting off yet. We're not getting off yet. What we're going to do is impress these power line workers, and then I'll get off. Let's give them something to fantasize about. Come on. Come on. Let's give these power line guys something to fantasize about, shall we? They're watching me. They got their video cameras out. They're videoing me. Oh, baby girl, come on. All right, walk over there. She's gonna bite me. Don't you bite me. Stop it. I had to swat her. I'm sorry she tried to bite me. Now I can't get off, because if I get off now, that means that she's won. By biting me, she got me off of her back. I love you, but you can't bite Daddy. I'm just sitting here, okay? I just love you so much. These guys will not leave. They're staring at me. All right, let's give them a show. Maybe they're watching Rita. Let's hope they're watching Rita. And they still have on their hard hats. They're sitting in their truck with their hard hats on. If you know what I mean. I'm getting down now. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Daddy's getting down. Ready? I'm getting down. Okay. Whoa. They're sitting in their trucks with their hard hats on. What does that tell you? Someone says YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. I'm proud of you. I'm sorry I had to give you a swat. Guys, I had to give her a swat because she was not doing nothing. She stopped. I know it was out of camera view and you couldn't see it, but she stopped out of camera view and was sitting right there and would not go forward or backwards. And I was like, Rita, go somewhere. People want to watch you, sweetie. Let me take all this stuff off of her right quick. Oh, baby, I love you. I do. You're a good girl, but she tried to bite me. She tried to bite me once. Don't you bite me. I'll swat you again. I will swat you. I don't like to swat her. She's a sweet girl, y'all. But she's also a girl who's just stuck in her ways. I don't know if I do her any good or not. I don't do her any good at all, I don't think. Hold on, sweetie. I'm gonna feed you just a second, okay? I'm so horrible. Baby, I do love you, but I'm horrible. I'm a horrible man, sweetie. Let me give you a muffin for being a good girl. Here. All right, back up, back. Well, there goes the power line, guys. They're like, the show's over? Darn. He's like, did you see enough, Billy? He goes, oh, I've seen plenty, Tom. And now they have both taken off their hard hats. And their hard hats are sitting in their laps. Just saying. I hope they don't watch my videos and get out and kick my ass. If they're sitting there watching this video live and they get out of their truck and kick my ass on a live video. Oh, sweetie. That would be horrible. That would be so horrible. Now, I've already fed her, guys. I'm not going to feed her again. I gave her a few muffins for a snack as a reward for her giving me a rider bout. But I'm not going to feed her again. I have one more muffin that I'll give her when I let her free. I'll let her have one more muffin when I let her go. We'll be right back. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I've done Rita a disservice. That's the second or maybe the third time that I've tried to get on her back over here without having the right headgear. We have headgear that's fitted for her. It's sized for her. It fits her right. And that is the, whenever I took it over to the other property in the trailer, I did not get it unloaded and it's still sitting over there. And I just have forgotten. But listen, I've had you guys for over an hour. I don't mean to take up so much of your day, but I want to thank you for watching. I do know that Beth, go somewhere else then. Beth, I'll tell you what I just did. I'll tell you what I just did, Beth. I walked out to a pasture without feed. I opened the gate and let Rita come out without feed. I walked over to her without feed. I put a halter around her head without having to coerce her, without having to hide all of my stuff. After we got that halter around her head, I walked her over, tied her to the side-by-side while we brushed and saddled her. And then I used headgear that was not even hers, not even her headgear. Then I got her saddled, crawled onto her back, a man that is probably 20 pounds, a little bit too heavy for her, got on her back. She never bucked, she never jerked, she never got spooked. So sweet lady, sweet lady, guess what? Rita is trained, and guess what? I pop my collar because I did that. I did that. Now, is she the kind of horse you could take to a petting zoo and let kids ride around on her? Probably not. But guess what? I did. So, I do not take your comment as an insult. I'm just going to turn it around to show you that I did that. So, you're put your ears pretty, sweet lady. I will not have Rita taken off. I will not have Rita taken off anywhere and have her tied to fence post and have her spanked on and kicked on. I swatted her one time with my open palm, just pop, because she bit me in the foot, trying to get me to get off of her back. So, oh my God. Now, if you're not telling me to send her to Jake's for training, guys, I'm done. You guys are some of you guys, thank y'all for those who enjoyed the video and for those who love Rita and for those who accept me with all of my flaws, knowing that I am not perfect, but I'll tell you what, I'm getting better every single day. And we love you so much. We are so blessed to have you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, okay? And we'll catch you guys. Oh, we have 2 wonderful videos. Today at noon, we have kitten races. Yes, our kittens there. Barnadette's babies had their big racing day. Yesterday was racing day. That will be the noon video. Save room for Jesus, ladies, sweet ladies. Yes, save room for Jesus. I'm not having anyone train my horse. I am capable of training my own horse, okay? Thank you for your suggestions, but we're just gonna do it my way here. And so we have training day, racing day for our kittens. That will be the noon video. Cute video. You'll never guess who won, but I would like for you guys to take bets on that. So kitten racing video, and then we have a 3 o'clock video that I recorded yesterday that is very powerful. Ernie. Guys, you know that Ernie has come down with barber pole again. And so what a fiasco in trying to catch Ernie on, well, I had Jamie. I'm sorry, I did have Jamie, but me and Jamie had to catch all of the alpaca and give them treatments for their barber pole. So very entertaining video. I got a little dirty and all of that, and it was not from the mud. It was from Annie and her spitting issues. So hope you guys will enjoy today's videos, noon, and then 3 o'clock. And then we'll see you guys back here again tonight when we have our feed buggy all filled up and our cows will be grazing. All right, we love you so much. We're blessed to have you. Thank you for watching this morning, enjoying a cup of coffee with me. And all I'm going to say to them ladies, yes, to those couple of ladies, Lord, 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 Lord. Kisses.